Lillard, a chance to send the Thunder home. Lillard, long-range three. It's good!
What's up, guys, and welcome to Hustle Hoops. This is the home of the Hustle Hoops podcast, and man, oh man, this is your first time seeing me since the Nets got swept. Basically, I don't want to spend too much time on them because that's not the title of this video, but these two boys on the screen you see right here, choke, they sold big time. Nets got swept. This happened on Monday, so this is a long time ago. I know I'm a week late, so by this time y'all have heard all your favorite YouTubers, y'all heard everybody on the internet, on ESPN, on TV, on whatever you watch. You've heard people talk about this. KD sold. KD played like trash. He did have a good game 4. At the end of the day, the Celtics still won. They got swept, so Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving have finally got sent home, so we can put to bed all this rest. We can put to rest all this talk about the Nets potentially going to the finals. I don't know why anybody ever had them in their top 4 contenders. I've seen sports books and I've seen all these odds and all this stupid stuff about the Nets going to the chip. They're not going nowhere. They're going home. They're going to Cancun. Them boys is going home. They suck. Get them out of here, man. I'm tired of the Nets, man. I told y'all boys Celtics, man. I thought I was crazy for saying Celtics in 5. But them boys got it done in 4. So shout out to the Celtics, Kyrie. I told y'all this has proved everything I said about Kyrie, that he's not reliable. Anybody who knows me has been known that I've never supported Kyrie Irving. I said he's a great talent. I said he's a big bucket. I know he can score, but I've always said even his scoring sometimes seems weak to me. He does all that work to only average 24 points per game. Kyrie's only averaged 26 2 times. Every other time after that, he's below 25 points per game. I've never given Kyrie all this praise that y'all give him, so I'm glad to see him finally gone home and finally play that trash. He averaged 15 points in games 2, 3, and 4 on 18% from 3. Kyrie's garbage, and I've been said that you don't trust him, bro. Kyrie's unreliable. Whether it's injuries, whether it's playing bad, or whether it's the vaccine, Kyrie finds a way to be unavailable and not hoop when it's time to hoop. He did his thing in 2016. I know he did. Big shots. He was hooping. 40-point game winner in game 7. I know what Kyrie did in 2016. Don't talk to me about 2016. How long ago is that? I was a kid in 2016. I was 14 years old in 2016. You know how long ago that was? Ever since then, Kyrie has done nothing to prove that he is valuable and all this type of stuff that Kyrie does not deserve to get all that praise. I've been said that, so I'm done with Kyrie. Now, moving on to Kevin Durant. Once again, well, no, I like KD. I can't go in on KD. I was surprised to see KD lose like this. KD was shook. I was surprised to see that. KD's one of my favorite players. KD is one of my favorite scorers. I support Kevin Durant, but I can't support him much longer. I can't defend him in this series. I can't be a KD defender. Everybody says that Kevin Durant has gotten the biggest excuses throughout NBA fandom, throughout NBA discourse, throughout the NBA community than any other superstar. So I will not make an excuse for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, you sold. Kevin Durant, from this point forward, you have to prove us back everything. So that's all I have to say. Kevin Durant, you play like trash. Kevin Durant, you're not the leader that you needed to be. Kevin Durant, you needed Steph Curry. Kevin Durant, you needed the Warriors. Kevin Durant, you left Steph Curry for Kyrie. Kevin Durant, you played like trash, and now you need to prove us everything that you need to prove us. I know that you were the Nets were the 1 seed before you got hurt. I know all that stuff, but now next season you have to be a top 3 seed and do something, KD. You have to show us something, Kevin Durant. You showed us nothing. So I'm already 3 minutes into this video. Now I'm moving on from this squad. They got swept. We'll see them next season. Them boys are garbage. Get these niggas out of here. Now I want to spend some time talking about this series right here. So with the Bucks beating the Bulls and the Celtics beating the Nets, these two juggernauts of a team meet up in the second round. Wow, man, oh man, oh man. The Eastern Conference playoffs has been great to us. The first round we had the Celtics and the Nets. Everybody said that, oh, that's an Eastern Conference Finals matchup in the first round. Wow. Everyone was hype off them teams, right? The Celtics said, slow your roll. We sweep them. Even though every game was close, the average victory margin was like 4 or 5, something like that. People throwing out stats. You know, niggas love stats on Twitter, right? Anyway, right? Then you come to the Bulls getting beaten 5 by the Bucks, right? Giannis did his thing, scored 30 points 3 times, had 27 in the first game. He had a game where he had 18, but the only reason that the Bulls ever even got a game was because DeMar had 40. Right, I know they had injuries, but all that, dismiss that. The Bucks are going to beat them regardless. Right, Bucks in 5, they got them out of there easy. Now you have these two teams meeting up And I'll say this right now, this is going to be the best series in the playoffs except for the finals. This series right here is going to be the best series in the playoffs except for the finals. Whoever wins this team, I'm making a prediction right now, whoever wins this series, the Celtics or the Celtics or the Bucks, are going to the NBA Finals and playing the Golden State Warriors. We'll talk about the Warriors in another video. But this team right here, this series, whoever wins this is going to the finals. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. So if you really want to say, because everybody said that the first round was the Eastern Conference Finals, the Celtics will have to, if they win this series, they will have played 3 Eastern Conference Finals. That's insane. If the Celtics end up winning this series, they will play 3 teams worthy of an Eastern Conference Finals and then have to face the Warriors in the finals. That's wild. But if the Bucks win this series, they will have knocked out the Celtics to go on their way to showing that, hey, look, y'all boys, we actually deserved that ring last year. So before I go into some discourse about each different team or my rants, because I have a rant prepared, right? This series is going to be good. This is going to be a good series. Now, obviously, we got to address the Chris Middleton situation. Chris Middleton being hurt really hurts the Bucks, and it really puts a lot of the weight on Giannis to make this series good. I still think this series is going 6 or 7 because both of these teams are so good. The Celtics just showed us what they were proving to us the whole second half of the season. Since January 1, we know what the Celtics were. Best defense, best team, all this record stuff, a whole bunch of numbers niggas want to throw at you. We know the Celtics were hooping ever since January 1. Right? And then that all came to fruition. That all came to a culmination in the first round where they swept the Nets and showed we're here. Jason Tatum showed I'm an MVP type player. Jaylen Brown showed I'm an elite second option. I can take over in the fourth quarter when I need to. Al Horford said, yo, bro, I still got something in me. We can win without our second best defender. Marcus Smart said, I'm a defensive player of the year candidate. I'm the defensive player of the year winner for a reason. Grant Williams was hitting threes out the womb, out crazy. He was hitting threes like crazy, right? Peyton Pritchard gave you some big time buckets. I talked about him in game 2. Everybody on this roster was hooping. Al Horford was hitting threes, getting passes, doing everything. This squad hooped. They showed that we're actually real contenders. And then they got Robert Williams back on top of that. And now Robert Williams is going to be back now. Yeah, this team showed everything they needed to show. The Bucks, they just showed, okay, they haven't really showed much in this first round. Grayson Allen showed himself, but everybody else really just they did what they were supposed to do. So now this is going to be their series where the Bucks get challenged. This is going to be the series where we need to see the Bucks hoop. And what I truly believe is that this series has the 2 best players in the Eastern Conference. Okay, Sam, what are you saying? Giannis is number 1. What about Joel? His thumb's messed up. Tatum is better than him now. KD, you just got sent home. So now, out of the players in the Eastern Conference, these are the best 2 players. So I think we're already in store for something historical. Y'all know how I feel about the playoffs. I don't care about the rest of your team in the playoffs. I care about your superstars. I think superstars win playoff series. I've been said this. That's why I don't think that the Timberwolves will beat the Grizzlies, because the Grizzlies have the superstar. Ja Morant is better than anybody on the Timberwolves. Therefore, Ja Morant will win. I think we can put to bed. We just saw the Suns beat the Pelicans. People talking about the Pelicans might win that series. Get that out of here. The superstar Chris Paul and Devin Booker got the job done. Oh, the Raptors might come back from a 3-0 deficit. We all wanted to see it. We all thought it was cute. Get that out of here. Joel Embiid is the superstar. I'm the better player. I win playoff series. I scored 33 to send y'all boys home. Sorry, right? Superstars win in the playoffs. And so I'm really interested to see how this series plays out, because even though the Celtics have the team and they do have the superstar, I think Giannis is the best player in this series. Giannis is the best player in this series. Giannis is the best player in the world. And I think having the best player in the world off rip can get you 2 wins. The best player in the world already can get you 3 wins in the playoff series. I'm bumping up to 3. The best player in the world can get you 3 wins. And so I'm really interested to see how this team is going to work. We saw how the Celtics completely neutralized Kevin Durant, but I don't think Giannis will get neutralized as well, because the way he plays is different than KD. Giannis is not going to settle for threes. He's not going to settle for mid-range. He's not going to settle for stuff that KD's settling. First off, Giannis is way stronger. So the whole physicality thing that they were, we got physical with KD. That's what threw him off. Giannis isn't going to get scared from that physicality. Giannis is Giannis. You saw how strong I am? Y'all boys know what I do. I can take on 4 or 5 players to the rack and still get a buck. So I'm not worried about the physicality aspect. I love the physicality, right? So Giannis is going to continually be relentless and get to the rack. Okay, but watch this. Now, y'all are sending 2-3 players at KD. He's kicking out and then bricking shots. He has Bruce Brown out there. Bruce Brown is bricking shots. Okay, yeah. I'm kicking it out to the perimeter, and I have people that can shoot. Everybody around me and Giannis Antetokounmpo can shoot threes. I'm kicking out to Brook Lopez. He can knock down. I'm kicking out to Grayson Allen. He can knock down. I'm kicking out to all these people. Bobby Portis and Wesley Matthews. Drew Holiday. He shot 40% from 3. Everybody on my squad can shoot threes. So you can send 2. You can send 3. Hey, I'm an improved playmaker. I'm a better playmaker than Kevin Durant. I have vision. I'm going to kick out and y'all boys are going to get a buck. I'm not going to bend. My mind is more mentally tough than Kevin Durant. And so I'm interested to see how this series is going to play out. I will say right now, I have complete faith in Giannis Antetokounmpo. That man on the right half of your screen, I trust him to do stuff that I haven't. Last year, y'all saw me make videos. You knew me. You knew what I was talking about. Every time I talked about the playoffs, I'm talking about Bucks and 6. I told y'all boys the Bucks were beating the Nets, and people thought I was crazy. I put all my faith into Giannis getting them to the finals and winning the finals. And what he do? He won it. And so I'm not gonna withdraw all my faith all of a sudden out of Giannis Antetokounmpo because he's done it in the past. I'm not gonna stop relying on him to get me dubs. Even though Chris Middleton is out, I'm just not gonna just say, oh, Celtics are going to beat them, and when I've been on record not trusting the Celtics. So I understand what they did last series. I understand what they did since January 1st. But I trust Giannis more than I trust the Celtics. And I'm going to say it right now. I think I might be crazy to say that the Bucks will win this series, bro. I'm putting everything in the backs of. I'm expecting number 34 on the Milwaukee Bucks on the right half of your screen to take over this series and get his numbers. I expect Giannis to finally get the respect of all y'all haters out there. Ever since I won my 2 MVPs, I won the Defensive Player of the Year. I did everything against all odds. I won the finals last year. Nobody believed in me. They said the Nets were gonna beat us. They said the only reason I won the finals was because of the toe on the line. They thought the Suns were going to beat us. I came back and won 4 straight. I was 0-2 in every series, y'all boys. And I won the finals last year. So I'm finally going to get my respect. Everybody was disrespecting Giannis. I'm going to show y'all why I deserve the MVP this year that I'm not going to get. I'm going to show y'all that I deserve my finals MVP. I'm going to show y'all that I deserved everything that I've gotten. I'm going to show y'all that I'm on my way to becoming the greatest player of my generation. I'm telling y'all right now, this is the series that's going to give Giannis the respect. This is the series that's going to put Giannis over that hump. This is the series that when he wins the series, he's going to average his 30 points. He's going to average his 15 boards. He's going to average his 5 assists. Giannis is going to show y'all boys why he deserves to be what he deserves to be. I'm telling you this right now. I don't have nothing. I'm just telling you that I think Giannis will do what he needs to do. I think Giannis will continue to. We've seen Giannis elevate. He's been elevating his game every season. Giannis has added a jump shot. So it's not going to be some wall up type mentality. This Celtics team is very similar to the Raptors team in terms of defense, which beat Giannis in 2019. Right, they had that wall. They had Pascal, Kawhi, all them boys. Right, this is a similar type defense, but this is not the similar type of Giannis. So that wall up mentality is not going to work against this guy. I can hit a mid range shot now. I can even maybe hit a 3 maybe. I'm not going to miss all my free throws, so y'all just can't say foul me. I'm not going to just continue to put my head down and barrel to the basket and try to spin. I can kick out. So the only thing that y'all can try to rely on is drawing offensive fouls, and I know that was a big problem with the Bulls series, so they might get a lot of charges against him. But I think Giannis is a smart enough player. I think Giannis is dedicated to the grind, and he will figure out a way to win this series, y'all boys. I'm excited to see this series. I'm excited to see it, and I think that the Celtics have more to lose. What do I mean by that? The Celtics have more to lose. Nobody on the Celtics team has anything. If the Celtics lose, okay, cool. Well, they weren't at the beginning of the season. Nobody expected anything. Jason Tatum has never won an MVP, not a champion. He don't have nothing to lose as a superstar. He's still young. He's 24 years old. He can come back next year and do something crazy. The Bucks, Giannis, if he loses this series, it'll start, oh, well, see, Giannis didn't deserve to win last year. Giannis has more to lose. So I think with that competitive fire inside of him, Giannis is not going to bend to the will of the Celtics defense. Giannis is not going to break down to the Celtics defense the same way KD did. Giannis' mind is too developed. Giannis is too mentally tough. He's going to come back. He's going to prove everybody wrong and get it. I just feel like Giannis has that fire. I feel like Giannis has that dog somehow. I just don't make sense. The same way I said last year when I was predicting the Bucks and Nets. I made a video. I said, am I crazy for trusting Milwaukee? I didn't have a lot of analytics. I didn't have a lot of X's and O's. I don't have a lot of reasoning for why I think this. I just have an inner burning feeling in my passion in my soul that Giannis will get this video. I mean, what am I saying? That Giannis will get this series done. This will be a competitive series. This will be a great series. Tatum and Giannis going to go back and forth. I truly see both of them averaging 30. I see Jaylen Brown averaging like 24. I see everybody doing what they're supposed to do. I see Marcus Smart having defensive impact. I see this series going back and forth, every same game coming down to a fourth quarter. This will be a good, hard-fought series, but I truly believe that the best player in the entire world will find a way to get this win. That's all I have to say, man. I'm excited. I love Giannis. He's probably my favorite player in the league right now. And so obviously I'm going to put everything on the backs of him. But I think he truly will put this team on his shoulders. He's going to take the weight of the world on and somehow come out and get a win. Giannis is a player that's very versatile. Giannis is a player that's very adaptable. Giannis is a player who continues to get better. In every situation he needs, he finds a way to adapt and get the job done. And this team has championship pedigree. This team has championship type confidence. And I don't think it's just as simple as saying that, oh, the Celtics have a good defense. Well, the Bucks have a good offense. The Bucks have a great superstar. And so it's going to be a very fun series. I've rambled on for 16 minutes. I have no clue if anything I said in this video made any type of sense. I don't care about this. I don't care. I just know what I feel like, and I feel like Giannis is going to win. And I'm stopping this video right now, and I'm posting it on YouTube, man. Giannis.